6.
The library will be closed in 13 minutes. Please bring all items being checked out to the circulation desk at this time. If you need to coffee or ride, please do so now. The library will be closed in 13 minutes.
That's our announcement. If you're at a library and you hear an announcement, get your ass out the library. We ready to go. Okay? I hate when people be like, I need a book. Can you check this out for me? No. Go home. Good morning. It is October 3rd. Happy October and my birthday month. Thank you very much. And hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome back. I am a teen librarian in a public library in Illinois. And in this vlog, I read a book, which is why it's called a reading vlog. And I do it from work, so you can kind of see what it is like to be a teen librarian. And the book du jour is The Getaway by Lamar Giles. I am also doing Blackoween-a-thon, one of those. And it is a readathon created by the Locked Booktician on YouTube, here on YouTube. Check her video out if you are interested in doing it. You do not have to be Black to read books by Black people. Black people read books by white people all the time, so. But the whole point is to read horror, paranormal, thriller, mystery books by Black people. So The Getaway is horror, and it is about a teen, because it's white, it's a teen book, and he's got a summer job, and in this summer job, I think it's at like a carnival or something, or an amusement park or a resort, something like that. One day his friend goes missing. Then all of a sudden these people who come to the resort for the summer are not leaving. They're just like staying, because this resort is like prepare for the end of days, and it's not a religious thing or anything like that. So end of days probably isn't the best verbiage, but I don't feel like looking it up. So that's kind of what it's about. Lamar Giles is, I think he's an underrated writer. I chose that book because he's an underrated writer, and that's the category that I am putting that book in. Is he one of the best YA authors ever? No. But his books are pretty consistent. But a lot of people don't read him because they're caught up in Jason Reynolds' locks. If you don't know who Jason Reynolds is, you should. He might be more popular in the library world than he is in the book world, like the Bookstagram, Book Talk, BookTube world. But he is an author. He is a Black man who's attractive. And when he goes to do library appearances or conferences, library conferences, all the little old white ladies are just like, oh my God, Jason Reynolds, we love you. It's really quite a sight to see. Got off track. Anyway, this week at work, I have an art program. Someone's coming in to do some art, teach teens how to paint portraits. What else? Let me look at my calendar. It's the beginning of the month, so I have monthly reports I gotta hand in for the board of directors. I have a Grisha event that I am going, well, it's a webinar. It's online. I wish it was in person. It is not, but I'm going to that tomorrow. I have a webinar that teaches me how to do Discord, because I don't know. Discord programming for the teens, because teens are on Discord and I need to know how to do it. And it is Latin Heritage Month, Latinx Heritage Month, and we are doing a craft. It's not fancy. It's just a wood thing that looks like Frida Kahlo. I got it at Michael's. But it's Frida Kahlo. Who doesn't love her? So that is my week. I have something every day almost. Well, not a program every day, but whatever. All right. I have work to do. What do I have to do? Oh, I also have an Instagram stuff. I gotta do some stuff on Instagram. Very active on our teen Instagram account. What am I doing? I don't know. I'll be back. I'll see you later. Maybe. Today. Maybe.
Quiet star, quiet star, quiet star.
It's on our event calendar. If you are watching on Instagram, just click the link in our bio. If you are watching on Facebook, go to the event calendar for the library and it'll say ZB Inc. Except poetry as well. But go look on the rules sheet and you can see all the rules there. I'm not going to go through all the rules with you because you can read. Okay. All right, so I got to work late today and I did not have the Getaway. I like to listen to books when I'm at work, and I didn't have the book on audio. So I had to buy it because that's a perk. I buy our ebooks, not e-audiobooks. And I had to buy it because I didn't have it. But it takes like 2 hours before it is available to check out. And I got here at 4. So even though I said good morning, it was really good afternoon. But yeah, by the time it was available, it was just too late. I had to record something for Instagram and it was just too late. So I will be starting to Getaway tomorrow. I'll probably be able to finish it tomorrow because YA books I can finish in a day when I put it on 2-speed, sometimes 3-speed. Okay, see you tomorrow. Update. I'm reading The Getaway by Lamar Giles, and I am on chapter 4. I'm about to be on chapter 5. And this is not what I thought it was going to be, which is not a bad thing, actually. It's a good thing. So this book is dystopian. So it's dystopian horror. Interesting. It is set in America, but our climate has gotten out of control. And wildfires have turned beautiful forests into wasteland. Part of the country is now in the ocean and the coast has been pushed back. And so these people live in Karloff country. I don't know if this has anything to do with Boris Karloff. That is, a famous Karloff. But they live in this, it's called Karloff country, but it's a town and it has an amusement park where very wealthy people come, and I'm guessing it's kind of like a Westworld, where just very wealthy people come and have a good time. And the people who live in the country or the city or whatever, they work there, kind of like Six Flags. You had to be privileged to be a part of this city because you have a job, you have a place to live, you know where your next meal is coming from, whereas a lot of people in the country, they are poor. And so there is a main family named the Karloffs who are white, but they have a black daughter for some reason. I don't know if she's adopted. I don't know if her daddy's black. I don't know. They haven't really said yet. I don't think. I may have missed it. Won't be the first time. But anyway, they are billionaires and they live in the county or the city. And our main character, what's his name? I don't even know the main character's name. That's a damn problem. Jay. Yeah, sorry. Jay, what was I saying? Jay is friends with Shell, who is the black girl whose family is a billionaire. It's already got some, rude Karens, if you will. We have this creepy, and when I say creepy amusement park, it's more of a put on a happy face, everything's perfect, when it's really not type of a deal. And we just right now have, normal average teens talking about who they have a crush on, and I like my job, I hate my job, that type of stuff. So early days, but so far I like it. I wasn't expecting a dystopian slant, which is cool. Now I must listen and pay attention this time. I'll be paying attention now that I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to be a writer. I don't think I really knew what that meant. Like, I was an only child, so I talked to myself a lot, and I made up a lot of stories. I still do talk to myself a lot, but I put my earbuds in, so people don't notice me walking down the street talking to myself. I think for me, I got serious about writing when I hit junior high school. That was when my mom remarried, we moved, I switched schools, like my whole life kind of changed, and I was definitely struggling. And I walked into a library, actually, and saw this table of books that said, Discover New Worlds, and it had all of these fantasy and science fiction classics. And I picked up Dune, and I kind of never looked back. That became the thing I loved to read, and it also became the thing that I loved to write. It was
What is the motto of the Dregs? Is it A, no laments, no tears? B, no mourners, no funeral?
Lee is taking the quiz too.
All right, Lee, what do you
She doesn't
think
know the
the
answer to
answer
this
is?
question.
I think it's the Farrowland.
What was the name of the ship
Let's see
that
what the
Cass
audience
took?
thought, and the correct
the
answer
Fjorda?
is A, Farrowland.
Yay!
43% of you got that right.
I got it
so
right.
did Lee, so no embarrassing moment.
Oh, man, I don't have to.
All right, I am on page 136 of The Getaway, and I am encountering my first problemo, and that is the pacing. At first, the pacing was good, and now it's a little too quickly. It like on a dime. Everything was like, we're going to class, we're doing our presentation, we are enjoying our job, we're getting some bucks, and then all of a sudden, oh, homegirl goes missing. Then all hell breaks loose. Okay, I suppose that could happen in real life where all of a sudden things just like turn on a dime. But in a book, I think it's more effective if it happens gradually. I thought my nail was gone. I didn't mean to flick you off. In books, I would prefer that it happened gradually. Like, that's a weird observation that doesn't work all of a sudden. Or, that's odd. Like, it is doing that, but it's still too quick. Way too quick. It is going to be a good book for teens. It's very teen. I don't know if adults who read teen is going to be jazzed about it, though. But it's a good book for teens. Like, I would recommend this book all day, and I'm only a third of the way through. So, I'm going to try and get halfway through for today. Bye. Christmas. Advanced reader copies. Baker and Taylor is our book distributor, and every 3 months or so they send us advanced reader copies to read and review. It's really for librarians to read the books and to decide if it's a book that we want to put on our shelves. We want to buy and put on our shelves, which we would buy from Baker and Taylor. Sometimes this is a fake out, because sometimes this box contains middle grade books, and mama don't like middle grade. Sorry, all you middle grade lovers, I don't like middle grade books. Like before the pandemic, I would actually get advanced reader copies. Like these books would not be published until 6 months from now. But because of the pandemic, it has been all books that are already published. So hopefully they've caught up and are now sending us actual advanced reader copies and not old reader copies, orcs. I don't want no orcs. Which is a good thing. I see a friend of my mom's and I don't want her coming in here talking to me, so, because she will not shut up so I'm gonna hide. I'm hiding. Shh. get that out of the way. It's book time, damn it. The Path of Thorns by A.G. Slatter. Do not know what that is. Oh, hell no. Hell to the no. Really? Lightlark? Really? These are old. I'm not happy. Oh, not all of them are old. Those were just old. All right, let's get back to it. Playing the Game, Charlene Allen. This comes out January. Okay, this is new. She is a Haunting. This comes out in February. The Love Match. This is new. The Vermilion Emporium. Ooh, this is coming out next month. Finally, Sugaring Off, Gillian French. That name sounds familiar. What else has she written? November 2022. What has she written? Grit? Is that the book that's... I think Grit is what I'm thinking of that I've heard her from. That's the ARC box. Had some good stuff in here. Good stuff in here.
It was so powerful. And it's so important. Like, and it was like, I don't know.
Thursday. Ooh. I decided to DNF The Getaway at like 60%. This book, it started off well. Like the first 25% or so was pretty good. Like I said, the dystopian angle, great shock. I enjoyed that part of it. But then it kind of didn't seem to know what it was trying to be. It's like it was mixing in some racism, which is fine. Go ahead and do that. But then it was just like mixed in with Get Out. And then as far as white people trying to control black people, just messing with black people, like because they have something that black people have something that they need, whatever that is. It was just kind of all over the place, and I was listening to it while I was working, and I was realizing that I would like not pay attention for like huge minutes, and then I'd be like, what is happening? And then I'd go back and listen and then be like, I don't care what's happening. So yeah, unfortunately I DNF'd. I have read Lamar Giles' other books before. I think I've read 2 other books by him, and maybe 3. And I mean, he's not a bad writer. This book had real potential, and this is not his first time writing thriller. He writes thrillers all the time. Like, that's his jam, thrillers. But he just didn't, the story just seemed to get away from him. He didn't seem to know what he was trying to say in this book. So I gave up. And I don't know what I'm going to listen to next. I might not listen to anything. Who knows? I might start the next book in the Black Aweenathon. I think that's Fledgling by Octavia Butler. I might listen to that today. I need to put up my Halloween decorations and my Halloween book display, my spooky book display. I need to do that today. I have been trying to do that since Monday, and I have not done it yet. So I will get to that today. However, I have a staff member who doesn't like to work when I'm not here, and he does not get his work done. So I have to do it for him. I'll be doing that first.